Here's your host, Clay Nelson.
Hey, good afternoon. Wow, it's not raining in Santa Barbara. Isn't that cool? This is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. And the name of today's show, it's going to be an interesting show today, not like the rest of them aren't, but this one's going to be really apropos. It's called Keeping Your Life Moving Forward When the World is Pushing You Back. You know, like when the world's got you reading the newspapers and you believe what it says, or you're looking at the stock market report and you believe what it says, and everybody's just kind of cranky, and you know we're moving forward into '08, and '08's starting to show up like an awful lot like '07, and life's just kind of happening. But first, I want to talk about this is a talk show. This is a call-in show. So if you want to call in, if you're locally around listening to me, you can call in at 564-1290, or if you're streaming or call long distance, you can call 866-564-1290. Or you can email me at clay@mediasb.com.
And the emails are already coming in.
Yeah, clay@mediasb.com. And they are coming in already. So the show today is all about really, you know, not letting your circumstances stop you, not let the time stop you, not let the newspaper stop you, not let the news on either on the net or on the TV stop you, because respectfully, the only thing that sells, the only thing that really gets up on the news is negative stuff. And if we really listen and really be what the news wants us to listen and be, we are going to go into recession. Life is going to get hard. We are going to have to eat worms for protein, which isn't a bad idea, but just the idea just kind of...
Just a survivalist tip.
Doesn't light me up too much, you know. So I want you to take a look at, go to my website at www.claynelsonlifebalance.com and take a look at my CD series. Nothing in those CDs is negative. Everything in those CDs is positive. Everything is all about being better, getting better, having more fun, being who you are, teaching, having, you know, a life that works and getting it together. You know, the Getting Started series is all about creating a purpose. It's all about how to have just enough fear in your life so your hair will stand up in your arms and you can dance with it but not be stopped by it. It's all about commitment. Like, how do I commit without knowing how? You have to remember that you were a kid once, and that's what kids do. Then the second of the series is called the Taking Care of Me series. It's all about life balance and personal planning. And then the old accountability word, you know, like being held accountable for being great, or being held accountable for being your word, or being held accountable for forgiveness, all right? Then the last, and equally as important as the other two put together, is the Building Your Future series. And that's how to become a better leader, both in your family, on your block, in your city, and in the world. And then it's all about team building, because you're only as good or as big as the lightest, the most difficult part of your team. And then what about having it all? What's beyond having it all? What's beyond success? Think about that. What about if you're only 40 years old and you have all the money you want? What do you do? What about if you're only 35 years old and you're paying your rent, everything's fine, everything's cool? Then what do you do? So how do you build a future when you have it all? And a lot of people have that problem. So, you know, go check out those CDs. Those CDs are some of the most positive, outrageous, unstoppable ways to think and feel and be there is in the nation. So it's pretty cool. Besides that, if you listen to those CDs, you haven't got time to read the newspaper, all right? Or you haven't got time to listen to negative. It's all about being positive. So, you know, it's like if you really think about it, if you've turned on the news and you read the newspaper or you surfed the news online, you know, how'd you really feel when you were done? Think about that. So I don't know about you, but, you know, the news of late can be downright depressing. So if you're actually listening to everything that's been said, and we're all running around like Chicken Little, you know, looking around saying, oh, the sky is falling, we're going to die. Yeah, totally. Okay, so how many of you are silently yelling, oh, the sky is falling? You actually believe in it. And are you feeling like, you know, the impending doom is right outside your door? Or if you get up in the morning and you look outside the window, Mr. Doom is going to be standing there. You know, we're going to have to eat worms and die. You know, so it's like all the news is doom and gloom. We constantly hear that we're going into a recession. The stock market is taking a nosedive. You know, it's raining and snowing in some places and really raining like crazy in California. And now we've got the problem that the reservoirs are full, and now they're starting to spill over, and there's a lot of water going down the rivers and stuff, and people weren't ready for it, didn't have it cleaned out enough, so now we got problems from too much water. So, you know, that's the way the life is. So, but it's all about, wow, Or we have this problem about kids. A new semester of school has just started and it's hard. Or you've got a new job and you hate getting up, before 10 o'clock in the morning. And by the way, Elizabeth, that's my daughter. She just had a new job. She has to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning, way down in Carpinteria. She lives in Santa Barbara. So that means she has to leave the house at 7:30. That means she has to get up at 6. And for Elizabeth, that's a stretch. So it's a tough one. Change happens everywhere. And how about this? You never get to see your friends because you're working all the time. And your family is upside down because, half of them are sick and the other half are getting over it. Or you actually decide to stick to one of your New Year's resolutions and you decide that you're going to make better meals and really have a great meal plan to get your family healthy. And the first meal plan you do has walnuts in it. And you find out one of your kids is allergic to walnuts. You end up going to the hospital with allergic reaction on your first new meal. I mean, how am I doing? Am I depressing you yet? Or you finally find the perfect picture to hang over the fireplace mat on. When you get it home and you unpackage it, you find out it's been dropped in the corner of the picture frame. It's totally crushed. So you got to package it all up. You got to take it back and get it exchanged. Or you've been making plans to add a puppy to your family, and you go and you check out the puppy. Yeah, you go and you check out the puppy, and you go, wait a minute, I don't think I want this puppy. All right, I don't think I'm the person that should have this puppy. And by the way, I'm going to talk to you about that because we're thinking about adding a bulldog to our family. Ooh, yeah. We're having a blast making the decision, too. It's all going to be up to Susan. Hopefully she'll call in today with having it all worked out.
I think you should name him Balance
Susan
the
told
Bulldog.
Susan told me, hey, just let me make the decision. And I'm going, well, okay, if you have to. Okay? Anyway, now. So, and on top of all this, how about this? You've got the Girl Scout cookie time again. You've got to be happy selling cookies when you shouldn't eat them, you can't eat them, and you're on a diet, and you have to go out and smile and sell a whole bunch of cookies because you have to make sure that the Girl Scout troop gets everything it's supposed to get. You have to keep up and keep moving fast and keep being with all the people that are around you and quite frankly, be with people that are, shall we say, speaking back to you in a very sensitive way. How was that for being nice, for being jerks? Think about it. So it's all about how circumstances can get in your way and how you can set it up so your world is, you're looking at your world and it's like nothing's going right. You feel like the entire world is conspiring against you and the sky is going to tumble down any minute. So the big question is how do you handle it? How do you not occur like you're going crazy and that the whole world is destined to just stand on your chest? So think about that. So now, Dr. Laura Schlesinger said, people and circumstances around me don't make me what I am. They reveal who I am. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so we got to take a break now. And when we get back, we're going to start talking about how to deal with the circumstances of life, especially at this time in the world currently. Not like in the future, not like in the past, but what really is going on right now. And how to get a bounce in your step, how to laugh at it all, how to dance with it all, how to have a smile on your face when nobody else is, how to be the question, not the answer, how to become a kid again, how to drive to work with the music on, not the news, and how to move forward when no one else seems to be moving forward, and quite frankly, how to be the leader in down mental times. So you're listening to Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour on KZSB AM 1290. Get on back here and hurry up because, I don't know, my circumstances are starting to slow me down.
Walking down the street at sunrise one morning.